So, Steven, we were talking earlier about our excitement for E3. Got anything you're particularly eager for seeing at that conference that's coming up soon?
What do I think will be there, or what do I want to be there?
Either or, whatever you want to talk about. So, we just
I'm
want to
eager
hear
to
your.
about both of those.
Alright, well then just talk about them whenever, you know. I'm just basically in E3 hype mode at this point, even though it's like a few weeks away. So, just
What do I
all
think will
day.
be there? I mean, obviously they're going to be showing off Halo 5 for the
Oh yeah,
Xbox.
yeah, probably. More Halo. All that
Um,
stuff.
I know that you don't care about that, but I
No,
have an Xbox because I
that's
got it
lovely.
for $250 off.
Oh yeah, yeah, so that'll
So,
probably excite you. So,
What a waste of money.
oh well, here we go. More Xbox hate. We get rid of Michael and we get rid of Armadillo Father, who was like a major Xbox hater, and then we replace him with this guy. Ah,
Yay.
yeah.
I have no idea what you just said.
Words, probably.
Oh god.
No one does. Just agree with what he says.
You have to smile and
I
nod, even though I can't see you either. So, can't see my
Okay,
smiling and nodding either.
E3 again.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to see Grand Theft, or not Grand Theft Auto.
I
Halo
wish.
5.
Uh-huh.
I don't expect too much of a
Red Dead
shake-up from
Refrigerator?
that. I really just expect them to stick to the tried and true Halo formula.
Yeah, probably.
Nothing spectacular from that.
Yeah.
Possibly we're going to see some more Titanfall DLC.
Yeah, that's a good possibility.
That would be cool. Maybe something else besides maps.
Oh, did you get Titanfall for the Xbox One?
Yeah, that came with my the deal that I got.
And how is it compared to the 360 version?
I
Better?
don't notice
Same
it.
thing?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, you can definitely see that the Titans move smoother whenever they're walking around. But besides that, I haven't noticed such a major difference between the two.
No.
The only issue that I'm having is that I don't... Oh, come on. It's because I killed the guy to take his car. The only issue that I'm having with Titanfall is that I've got a pretty massive head start on the 360. I wouldn't call it massive. I was level 37 before I got the Xbox One version. And
Your save transfer
I also
over?
had the season pass for it on 360. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to switch over to the Xbox One and make that like
Or
my
keep
primary
playing.
one or not.
You get nothing
Yeah.
transfers then?
No, it doesn't.
Which is kind of a shame. You'd think they would
Yeah,
allow that
so
to be an
basically I'd
option.
be starting as a level 1 again for the
Mm.
Xbox One version.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you haven't played it much yet then?
No. I played it a little bit, enough to know that there's really no difference.
Oh, I wouldn't say there's no difference, but not much of one.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing that I've really noticed is that the Titans move smoother.
Right, but
That's just
You're
could be because I
blind.
don't quite have the eye for detail that other people do, but
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
and it is just an Xbox, not a PC.
True. True.
I'm sure if you put it on a big fancy gaming PC, you'd tell the difference.
I don't know.
A nice 4K TV.
I just don't care. If it looks good, I'm fine with it. But that's just me personally. Might matter
Yeah.
to other people. It doesn't really for me though.
Yeah. Speaking of looking good, you've been having quite a bit of fun with Child of Light, so I hear. So.
What?
I was trying to make a cool transition, but you were talking about Child of Light earlier as well. You've been having a
Oh
lot
my
of fun
god,
with
that
that.
game looks so good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it looks so good. Yeah, I got Child of Light on my Xbox One.
Oh, really?
The only 3 games that I have for it right now, because it's a rather recent purchase, are Titanfall, Dead Rising 3, and then Child of Light.
Oh,
Child of
Dead
Light,
Rising
it's a
3
good game.
looks fun.
It's a good game. It's definitely not one of my favorite RPGs, but it's definitely worth your time.
Alright.
But the graphics and artwork in it are so gorgeous and amazing. It is
Yeah.
what's the
really
game even
unbelievable.
about? What's the game about, Steven?
Oh, sorry. Basically, it's about this young girl named Aurora, And one day she wakes up in a strange and unfamiliar place, and she has to fight her way back to her father, who is slowly dying because he is worried for her safety. He thinks that something terrible has happened to her. So it's kind of cool because the whole thing is written in iambic pentameter, so everything rhymes basically. It's like a Shakespeare play. And oh, my controller's dying. And the combat system is decent. It runs a little bit like Final Fantasy. I've heard comparisons to other JRPGs, but I haven't played those, so I can't really make that comparison. It's all done in active time. Like, it's not turn-based. It's not one character moves and another character moves, but it's all done off of a single bar, and whoever reaches the end of that bar first, it's their turn to move, basically. And you can delay other people up and down that bar, so it gets really kind of strategic, like, should I wait to attack this person, or should I go for it right now, just to delay them from attacking, that kind of stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
sounds pretty cool.
I'm talking about the Xbox a bit because I know that none of you have it, so I'm trying to give your Xbox viewers some love here, Sam. And,
there we go. That'd be nice for a change.
Yeah.
Sam has to get viewers before he gets Xbox viewers.
So I haven't had a chance to play much on it. But the other game that I have played, Dead Rising 3, that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, that game looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I feel like the one game I'd want Xbox One for.
Yeah, the biggest issue that I had with it was that it was too easy. The psychopath fights, which in the first two games, which actually required me to like use some skill, I had a really easy time with them in Dead Rising 3. I basically just took like one or two combo weapons and just stood there and mashed the attack button, and that pretty much took care of them. And I might have had to take some breaks in order to go heal. But yeah, the psychopath fights were really easy. I mean, they were cool characters. They seemed interesting. But, yeah, that was disappointing. Another thing was a lot of the weapons, I mean, they look different and they're fun. They feel slightly different from each other, but a lot of them felt the same. Like, what is the difference between a bladed weapon made of a katana and a scythe versus a katana and a machete? I mean, they both just slice up zombies pretty much in the same way.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Again, that was a bit disappointing too, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
That's good.
The game looked more like just showing how they can put in so many zombies on screen at once than
that was
as being really far in depth.
Yeah, there were tons of zombies on the screen.
Yeah.
I did finish Nightmare Mode. Again, that was really easy. I didn't have a problem with that at all.
Is that their like hard difficulty
4 hours?
What is that?
Because I just went through all the story missions and skipped all the cutscenes. But yeah, doing that unlocks the X-Buster, which is Mega Man X's weapon, and that thing is freaking awesome. I was able to take out 65 zombies with it with a single shot.
Wow.
So
pretty good.
That ought to tell you how overpowered it is and awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, the game was really fun. I would definitely recommend it also. But I feel like I had more fun playing through Dead Rising 2 the first time I played that than I did playing through Dead Rising 3 the first time.
And what was the difference that made the second one more fun?
What?
What was the difference that made the second one more fun?
What was that last part? You're coming on my TV and I can't hear you.
Oh, what was the difference that made Dead Rising 2 better than Dead Rising 3, basically?
The psychopath fights were definitely more intense in 2, and I felt like, another problem I had with 3, and I know that a lot of people are probably going to disagree with this, but I felt like the world was just too big. So what they did in Dead Rising 1 and 2 is really important to kind of memorize the layout of the mall and Fortune City, so you could figure out where all of the weapons and equipment and stuff were. That way you could go back to them. but in Dead Rising 3, the world was just it was just too big, and I couldn't memorize where everything was. And they did off-put this by adding in there are these lockers spread throughout all of Los Perdidos, which basically you can go to and you can spawn. It's a limited number of items at a time, but you can spawn any item that you've picked up before. So like I could go to a weapon locker and I could spawn 4 of my favorite combo weapons if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Which again was probably why it felt too easy, was because I could just go to these lockers whenever I wanted and just get these amazing weapons right away.
Right.
Yeah. Makes
Sam,
sense. Yeah.
You came to the back of my truck? I got a street light in there.
Oh, yeah, you do.
You see that?
Yeah,
The light
yeah,
fell into it and is still stuck there.
it's impressive.
I just got a quick little funny story. So I was driving back from the anime convention again today, and in my rear view mirror I see a truck, and he's got an orangutan stuffed animal tied to the hood of the truck, like Mr. Raspberry Jam and Trevor.
Huh. Must
So
have been.
I chuckled a little bit, and I immediately thought of Mr. Raspberry Jam and Trevor.
Yeah, yeah. That is a pretty cool little dude on front of Trevor's truck.